Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan Pre-Market View. Indian markets yesterday saw some sort of buying interest coming into the markets in spite of late global jitters wherein most of the European markets were down. The markets finally ended up by 161 points gain on Sensex and 31 points gain on Nifty. If you look at the cues from the global market, especially US, they aren't quite good. Yesterday Dow saw a correction of 107 points, Nasdaq was down by about 21 points, whereas S&P was down by 9 points. This was again on the back of concerns over stalled progress on the Greece deal as well as the FOMC meet which begins from today. The rate decision is expected to come in tomorrow as to what the overall statement of the finance minister there, Yellen, comes in, the Fed chairman. If we look at the Asian markets, again they are down in line with most of the US market. Singapore Nifty is indicating a flat to negative opening by 5 points. If you look at the flows, FI continues to be sellers in the Indian market. They sold about 605 crores in the cash market yesterday. They sold 146 crores on the index futures, whereas DII supported the market with buying interest of 650 crores in the cash market. Now after this flattish kind of an opening towards 8,000 levels, how Nifty is likely to behave for the day? Let's have a view from our derivatives team.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Monday's trading session turned out to be a flat day for the Indian equity markets, where we have seen that Nifty has garnered the gains of approximately 0.5% in yesterday's trade. As we have seen, the Nifty started the session on a flattish to negative note, but in the earlier trade, we have seen that it was trading below the mark of 8,000 level. However, Nifty has taken support at 8,000 levels, and from there it bounced back sharply. Backed by some of the gains in blue chip counters have been observed, due to which Nifty ended the session above the mark of 8,900 level with a gain of 0.38%. But in this period, we have seen that short positions were squared off by market participants as open interest is decreased by 3.5% from 1 crore 79 lakhs to 1 crore 72 lakhs. Approximately 6.96 lakh shares were reduced in open interest, and Nifty futures price increased approximately 30 rupees. Cost of carry, it was decreased by approximately 44% from minus 1.48 to minus 2.14%. PCR is increased sharply by 4.71% from 0.85 to 0.89, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade. In the options activity, we have seen that call option 8,100 strike price has reduced its shares in open interest. It has reduced approximately 7% shares in yesterday's trade, followed by 8,200 strike price, which has reduced approximately 6% shares in open interest. On the put option side, we have seen that 7,900 put option has reduced marginal number of shares in open interest, but 8,000 put option has added approximately 7% shares in open interest. Looking at the overall options activity, we may feel that 8,000 level could be an important level to watch for, and it may act as a crucial support on a closing basis. On band period front, there is only one security in band period today, and yesterday FIs were net sellers of 146 crore index futures. They were net sellers of 247 crore in index options. They were net buyers of 133 crores in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 21 crore in stock options. A 5-day CM stands at 8020. Higher range would be 8,050 and lower range would be 7,900. Currently, Singapore Nifty is down by 8 points, which is at 7991.50. Again, we may see a flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. But overall, 8,000 may act as a good support on closing basis. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's look at the trading ideas for the day. The first one being Arcom. Now, as per media reports, Arcom is in exclusive merger talks of its Indian operation with Systema Shyam through a share swap deal. Now, in case the deal goes through, this is a positive, sentimentally positive news for Arcom, and one can long it with stop loss of 56.90 for potential upside of 61.5. Also, Ruyas are in talks to sell 49% in Essar Oil to Russia's Rosneft for close to 10,500 crore. This is again sentimentally positive news for Essar Oil, and one can long it with stop loss of 142 for potential upside of 153 and above that at 155. Yesterday, FIPB has deferred decision on Kotak Mahindra Bank's FDI plan. So again, the decision has been deferred. This is again a negative outcome for Kotak Mahindra Bank, and one can short Kotak with stop loss of 1307 for potential downside of 1265. Moving on to important news section and update, Aurobindo Pharma gets again US FDA approval for extended Phentoin sodium tablets. Wipro has received T-Mobile Poland selects a company for integrated services and infra services contract for 5 years. Nestle India yesterday came out with its report that company sees more than 320 crore damage from the Maggi ban. Adani is in pact for solar power park in JV at Rajasthan. Now LIC, which is a minority stakeholder in Kane India, has yesterday sought a better deal for the company. They expect a higher dividend on the redeemable preference shares and also the overall sweetening of the deal. Mahindra Group on Monday has informed that its company Mahindra Aerospace has entered into a contract with consortium overall with Airbus at the Paris Air Show. Petrol prices yesterday were raised by 65 paise, whereas diesel prices were cut by rupees 1.35 per litre. The board of approval for SEZ under the Commerce and the Industry Minister has yesterday extended the validity of Vedanta Limited's product specific SEZ which is placed at Odisha Jarsugdu by a year. Now ONGC, as per Venezuela's state oil firm spokesperson statement, can receive the pending $537 million dividend within a year of company providing $1 billion credit line to develop the San Cristobal oil field which it jointly owns with the Venezuela state company. Vodafone $565 million bid for Tata's Neotel has got regulatory approval. Now Tata Communication, this is sentimentally positive news for Tata Communication. NBCC has procured close to 7,612 square meter of plot in Jaipur for real estate development. Moving on to the watch list for the day, stock with positive bias we have Reliance Industry, Biocon and BPCL, whereas stock with negative bias we have Hexagon and Bank of India. And stock for long term investment we like Aditya Birla Nuvo, Axis Bank, Larsen, Maruti and TCS. That's it we have in today's session. Thank you.